Hello again, Good Time Cooking Club. Welcome to this summer reading program edition. The theme this year is Imagine Your Story, covering folklore and myths and fairy tales. Something along that line. You're building your story. And we're going to tell a story today. I'm going to imagine my story. Imagine being in quarantine without any Reese's peanut butter cups. That's where my story begins. You're going to love this. We are going to make a gigantic Reese's peanut butter cup. I know it's summer. I know it's really hot. So what? We're going to make this anyway because it's chocolate. I mean, chocolate. Come on. Here's what we're going to do. Semi-sweet chocolate chips, milk chocolate chips, confectioner sugar, a ton of peanut butter, pinch of salt, little dash of vanilla. That's all you need. That's all you need. And I bet you have all of these things in your house. Maybe not the confectioner sugar, but you can always pick that up somewhere. Let me show you how we're doing it. Pie dish. Look at the size of that thing. I didn't measure it. I don't know how big it is. This is how big our peanut butter cup is going to be. First thing we have to do is make the peanut butter filling. First ingredient, peanut butter. I'm using creamy. I suppose you could use the, using creamy. A fresh batch. Look at that, isn't that awesome? Measurements? No. We're just going to look at it. We're going to figure it out by looking at it. I'd say that's like 2.5 cups. Let's go with 3. That's 3 cups. Whatever's left over, you can just eat. So, a ton of peanut butter, powdered sugar, couple cups of powdered sugar. A little bit of salt. I know the peanut butter's not super salty, but this will just, I don't know why I add it, because I just do. And a little bit of vanilla. That's good. This takes a while to mix. You want the sugar fully incorporated. And it will get thick and tough. You'll see, not tough, but thick. Thicker than Play-Doh, okay? I would not recommend doing this with like a KitchenAid mixer. You could do it because it can handle it, but I wouldn't use a hand mixer on this because you'd probably burn out the motor. So it's still a little soft. I'm going to add some more powdered sugar. You want it firm so that when you cut it, it doesn't ooze out all over the place. You'll see what I mean when we get to that part later. All right. Now we're gonna play. I'm just gonna knead it. It's still pretty soft. So it doesn't stick. All right, making a mess. Look at that! Okay. Well, let me clean up a little bit and then we go on to the next step. All right, so we have our disc, which I just threw down and patted, and it's kind of the perfect size. What you need to do is make it, Look at that, it's perfect. To fit inside the pan. You could use one of those disposable aluminum dishes, and those have the ridges on them, so when you pop that out, it'll look more like a Reese's peanut butter cup. So it matches the inside of the pie dish. So what we need to do, so we could just pick it up and drop it inside of our peanut butter cup, is we need to chill it. We also need to get it off of the counter. There we go. I probably should have done it over there so I don't have to move it, but we're good. If this doesn't fit in your freezer, just put it on a plate. All right, this will freeze while we go into the next step. We need to melt the chocolate. You can melt the chocolate in the microwave, but this way is much, you have more control over it this way. We're doing the double boiler system. You want to put in, depending on your pot, like an inch or two of water in there. I'll show you what I mean, because you just want the bottom of the pot, the bowl that you put inside, and you can put a Pyrex bowl in too. You know, just to touch it. Let's see if that's enough. There we go. It's touching it. We will get this going. So it's a simmer. Here's the key, and I'll probably say it 3 times. You don't want the water boiling out. You don't want any water to get into your chocolate. Okay. It's going to take a little bit. In the meantime, last time I made it, in desperation, used about 3 cups milk chocolate chips. And a cup and a half of the semi-sweet. Much quicker. It's a lot of chocolate, but it's a lot of Reese's peanut butter. That's hot. Put that in there. Now, at some point, once this is covered, it will increase the boiling, and we don't want that. So we will turn it to low and keep an eye on it. Because I can't stress enough, if any water gets in there, your chocolate is going to just seize up. Okay, and you won't be able to use it. So don't put it all in at once. You'll melt. It's already melting as soon as it hit the pot. It's already melting. Just give it a little bit of time to get rid of all those little lumps. It doesn't take long. No, it's nice and smooth. Almost nice and smooth. Get some more. Whoops. Hang on. This is not on the flame. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a commercial. You know when they do that with chocolate? Alright. That is lump free. Here we go with the first step. Okay, here we go. Doing the shell. Start out. Don't pour it all in because then you won't have enough for the top. Let's see. You want it thick enough so that you have a nice base. It's not too thin, and when you pull it, take it out, if you do, take it out of the dish. We're spreading that around. That's a nice thickness. you see that? Can you see that on the edge? What's that, like a, I don't know, 1/4 inch? Who knows? But we need it on the side as well. Let me get a smaller spoon. Our edge. Again, not too thick, not too thin. It's like a fairy tale, just right. All right, there's our shell. I think that's good. We can see how far up it goes. All right, this needs to be put in the freezer for about 10 minutes. You need it to be a little bit hard so that we can put the disc in it. So this goes in the freezer. That was probably about 10-15 minutes. This was in the freezer. Look, there we go. This has been in the freezer. Now this isn't hard, but it's more manageable, I think. This is going in here. What's the best way to do that? I've done this before, I swear. Oh, I think we have too much peanut butter. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Let's get that in there. You can never have too much peanut butter, actually. So. Hands on. This is hands on. All right. And while all of this was firming up, I turned the flame off and just kept this on top of the hot water so it stayed melted. Look at that. It's still really nice. And it's not super, super hot. This is going on here. Now get it to the edges. No gaps. I think we have just the right amount of chocolate, so that worked out well. It's like sculpting. It's an art. No peanut butter showing. That's the goal. All right. Just gonna make the top look nice. Back in the freezer. Here we go. It's probably not frozen solid all the way through. In fact, I know it's not. But it's solid enough that we can cut it and eat it. And we have to do it soon because I have to be at work. So I wanted to do one thing first though. I wanted to weigh it because it's really heavy. Grams, ounces, pounds. Let's see. Oh, 4 pounds, 14 ounces of peanut butter cup, not including the pie dish. Let's do this. Glasses. Now, if you put it in a pie tin, you could just pop this baby out. But we didn't, so we're going to do it this way. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's cracking on top. It's cracking. The first piece is always the hardest, you know that, right? Then once you get going, it's easier. Come on, we can do this. Okay. This side, this side. Look at that, look at that, look at that. There's your Reese's peanut butter cup. No, not Reese. Isn't it pretty? Ta-da! Look at the part that was destroyed. Can you see that in there? So, imagine my story. No chocolate. Kneaded chocolate made a gigantic peanut butter cup. It will go down in folklore history, although folklore is history. It will go down in history. It will become folklore. It will become a legend. You will become a legend. It will become an epic, because this is epic. That's it. I'm eating this now, and then I have to go to work. I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you for watching. You can find more virtual programs and videos on the library's website. And while you're there, check out the other digital services that we have to offer. Audiobooks, ebooks through Libby, Rosetta Stone, universal classes, and more. TuxedoParkLibrary.org. Come in, connect.